Hello? Oh my god. Let me check to make sure my settings are not weird. Because last time, a few days ago, let's say a few days ago, when I was playing Tekken as the test stream, no one told me that my filter for reverb was on. I was testing out music, okay? Oh no, why am I laggy? Oh no. I'm not surprised after all these technical issues. Damn. The reason I'm taking so long is because literally just, I don't know what it is, but everything's just like, oh wait, let me close this. It doesn't help to have so many tabs open. Like, so many like little programs. Being a VTuber is not for the faint of heart or the faint of tech. And I'm the faint of tech, so. Ooh. There we are. I'm hoping things are running smoothly. Okay, so the reason why I'm like really extra late this time around is because for some reason, I don't know how this works, but my IP for the thing I'm connected to changes every so often. So it just wasn't the same, and I don't get it. I just don't understand why. So, so yeah, I was struggling. Sorry, also turning up my brightness because it's probably losing my tracking on top of that. Squirrel, I'm trying to make it so it's like moody in here, but it can't be moody. What if I do this light? I like this light. It's not hurt my eyes as much. Okay, my tracking is mostly good. Anyway, I'm trying to get back into it. And by get back into it, I mean, make sure I did everything I needed to do because I was so occupied with so many things that I literally just wasn't working. As in like setting things up for like notifications and all stuff. I always do this before stream, like as stream starts, just checking and checking and checking. Just God, there's so many things to keep track of. Let's put you down here a little bit. And then readjust this. Literally, that's basically what this whole thing has been because, like I said, the whole reason I've been like having a hard time setting up, readjusting, sorry. The reason I'm so late is because I just keep having to set things up, change things around, move things around, make sure that like everything's right. Why does my lip syncing feel weird? Again, it's because it's not bright enough. Fuck. No, if I just do this. Hopefully the audio didn't change too much. I'm using a paddle thing for my move this over. Like a paddle thing in order to like insulate my sound, but I think the clothes in this room make it a little bit better. I don't know. No, my charger exploded. So cringe. It feels weird getting back into the groove of streaming, so sorry if I'm coming off as cringe. I'm not as natural as I was before. Like, after a bit, I got really comfortable, but now I'm not, okay? Have a little empathy for me. Feels like my face tracking isn't very good. Bitch, I don't care. I'm done. No, let's get on the drawing. So basically, as you can tell, it streams about my OCs, at least my new ones, because I was kind of going through it, and then I had some OCs that were like throwaway ones. I just, hey, it's good to see you again. Hello, welcome. I'm dying. What, girl? Why is my, okay, you know what? That's fine. My phone just keeps connecting, then disconnecting from my tracking, but yes, I see you. I'm just trying to get everything set up. I'm talking about OCs, about characters, and trying to connect my tablet to it because for some reason it's not doing that. Come on, work. I've had a day today. Oh my god. Basically, I spilled my coffee when trying to set up my second monitor. What's it called? The internet stopped working for a second, and now my model, even though it was working fine yesterday, is now lagging. we just love tech and life. Anyway, as you can see, I have literally a whole folder called My Trinket Boy. Because the thing is, these OCs are just meant to be throwaway ones. Like, they're supposed to be just kind of cute drawings and like, oh, like just, you know, having a little fun, doing a little this and that. And then like, okay, they were for not safe for work stuff. And I'm not going to show that. But then I was like, you know what? I'm going to keep developing their story for funsies. Just keep messing around. Make it as indulgent as possible. And yes, this is Omegaverse. Damn, that's rough. I know. Everything was kind of... But luckily, we're fine. We're okay. We're breathing. We're bleeding. Our asses are fat and juicy. And that's all we get. Can I curse yet? I can curse, yeah. Was it 15 minutes? Or 10 minutes I can curse to a stream? Who cares? Anyway. But yeah. And just saying, this is Omegaverse. Don't judge me. I try to make it as not weird as possible because I like Omegaverse, but like a lot of the weird like non-con stuff is just not my jam. I've had to drop so many BLs because of it. Anyway, and I kind of got carried away and I started writing their story out as like a book. I technically got a chapter done, but then I asked Titan, my partner, for a review just to go over it. And he was like, this is really good, but it needs a hook. So why don't you start them off in college instead of starting them in high school? And I was like, oh, you're right. I should start off with the time already being where they're at and then do a flashback instead. So how do you write it? And I just drew this little scene of them being together, just, you know, being so cute, you know, just doing a little study date / not study date because they're doing their job. It's okay. I saw in Red Words. Good, because I'm no writer. I ain't no writer. Let's put it that way. And then here are some of their outfits that I did for funsies. The drawing outfit or their chilling outfits. They're more like going out, like fancy outfits. The best way to put it. And then they're like high school outfits, weirdly enough, because like even though they wouldn't look like this in high school, I was like, what if I kept their high school outfits? And then this was the result. And then their modern outfits, minus he went through a little slight design change. His arm thing is gone. Like it looks like a pee-pee. Heard. Wait. Okay. I heard worse. Okay, good. Either way, good. It's good either way. Whatever you see here is not on the bottom of the totem pole, you know? The world isn't imploding from my existence. And again, I got a little... Oh god, what's happening? I'm fine. We're here? Yes. Okay. Oh my god. It started lagging because of Kaj and his beautiful face. But yeah. So I'm just kind of like, I don't know. Now I'm just rambling and talking about them. I'm gonna start with the drawing, okay? I usually use a specific like form, like a frame size, and I just repeat it over and over again. So I'm just gonna reuse this drawing and then continue from there. I was gonna do what I did like last stream, which is just starting from exactly scratch. And they look good. Thank you. Like I said, they're just cutie patooties, just being nice, being happy. I made sure to give Kaj less. Oh, by the way, their names. This is Kaj. This is Ciro. I think it's pronounced Kaj. Some say it's pronounced Kai, despite there being a J. But I'm pretty sure it's pronounced Kaj. Anyway. And yeah, I just like drawing them. I do have references. For like little chibi references. Just so that I can just color pick from them really quick. Instead of like their full designs. Which you see in the thumbnail a lot. But like I said, we're starting from scratch. So the thing about their relationship is like, basically it's a nerd ex-bully, except the bully is reformed. Yeah. So like, it's a story about redemption, but like, don't mind the big titties. Don't mind the men titties. I'm sorry, ignore that. I keep forgetting that I save a lot. Like, when I mean references, I mean references. Because, girl, we like Bara here. So, like, oh, of course, I pressed that one. Oh, God. And so, it's kind of like, Kaj to be kind of like the emotional, kind of like, hate you, go away. But the thing is, they have mutual attraction, so that's what makes this whole thing complicated. Is because they have a bad history, but they both find each other attractive. Also, mind you, this whole time there is no weird bully like forcing him to do anything shit. I just want to make that very clear, because again, BL has weird tropes that make me uncomfortable sometimes. But like, I don't know. Sometimes I have to preface that I'm not like the equivalent of like a what's that called? A something shipper, where they like ship anything and everything, any dynamic, however way, and it's like really problematic. I'm not that kind of person. I like morals. Despite being what I am. I have morals here. Let's see. I was looking at this one and I really do like this, but I want them both to be visible. Okay, maybe not them making out. Like I said, I'm doing from like scratch, like my base process. I did it last stream with the Bloody Mary fan art. Let's see. Also, I hope the audio is good because I had to like fix that up. It turned out that everything was being weird. Like somehow it got all jumbled up in the like audio program. So life was just being hard, okay? Life was just being difficult. Maybe something like this? No. Like I said, this stuff is gonna be hard because I don't know where I'm gonna draw this, like where they're going from. Maybe we can do something like this. Like, cause the whole point of this aesthetic is like meant to be like kind of artsy. It's called Trinket Boy for a reason. Especially cause like, not gonna lie, I've been having Trinket Boy on repeat for so long. Yeah, it's fine. Like WAD. Also, I think I'm delayed slightly. Who cares? Who cares? My teeth are backwards and your ass is fat. So we should just keep going. Since it's gonna be in that format, I can probably reshape this a bit. Well, let me get rid of this layer. Anyway. And to, I guess, explain the story, because girl, I ain't gonna be secretive about this. This is one of those things it's a romance. It's not gonna be like something super deep or crazy. Because I'm trying to not make it that way. And basically, it starts off with them like in college, just vibing, you know. Kaj has a job at the local library, the school library. And also has a job doing tutoring at the same time. And basically, he doesn't know this, but his new roommate is gonna be Zero, his ex-bully? Current bully? Ex-bully. And so that causes a lot of drama between the two. Because the main event that ended up happening that caused the... Again, I say bullying very loosely though. Is that Zero, this guy, they end up going to a party and Kaj is dressed like a girl. Because I do like okay, don't judge me. I like a little bit of a cross-dressing arc. Like a little bit of a cross-dressing moment. Don't judge me. I just like it, okay? Don't judge me. I wonder why. I'm sure you wonder why. Anyway, to get into the party, because since they're not technically allowed in, they're like, well, if we look like hot girls, hot bitches, they'll let us in, no problem. Which is true. They end up getting just thrown in. Anyway, Kaj is uncomfortable with this because this wasn't his plan. This was his friend's plan. And they end up meeting by just happenstance. Kind of happenstance. Basically, Zero goes looking for Kaj because they're like, ooh, this person's kind of... And they end up talking in like a quiet room after Kaj basically tries to isolate themselves to get away from all the loud noises and such. And the best way to put it, they just chat. They have a nice little talk. That's not a euphemism. That they literally just have a nice talk. And then... How should I put this? They have a little, it gets a little steamy. They do kiss a little. They do a little this and that. Nothing crazy still. And then finally, Kaj realizes, oh crap, wait, I'm dressed like this. Cross-dressing fixes everything. Exactly. It's the one thing that we all need in our lives. A little bit of cross-dressing in our stories. It's like adding a little bit of pepper to everything, you know? It's just like, you know? Or salt is the best way to put it. Salt. Because we can survive without pepper. You can't survive without salt. That's not the right erase brush. That is also not the right erase brush. And how should I put it? So they end up making out, and Taj makes them stop, and he's like, "Hey, I can't do this right now. I forgot. I look like this. Let's meet tomorrow at school. I'll talk to you. I'll come to you." It's like a little Cinderella moment, you know? Like he runs off, leaves the equivalent of his shoe behind, because God, I'm blushing. Sorry, because it's Omegaverse, so the equivalent of like leaving a shoe behind is his scent. Don't judge me. Don't laugh, please. This is a place of non-judgment. This is my safe space. But yeah, but like basically, because he has like a very specific scent, which is, I didn't want to make it like a specific object. Basically, he smells like outside, in like very like blatant, like blunt terms. But like, I guess the best way to put it, Kaj's scent is more like a feeling of like being stuck inside and then going outside to get fresh air. So he has no it's not really a specific scent. It's more like a specific feeling he gives out. Because I like conceptual scents rather than like, oh, this smells like strawberry. This smells like this. Because I feel like if that happened, the world would be a lot more, at least within Omegaverse, be a little too like scent supremacist. We listen and we don't judge. Yes, girl, we don't judge. If you do, I'll explode you with my mind. Just like. By the way, that's a new ability I unlocked, but just saying. So you best be careful. But yeah, I just spit all over my screen doing that. Oh my god. But yeah. Well, anyway, he runs off, goes away, and the next day he's dressed as himself and goes up to Zero and basically says, "Hey, let's chat. Let's have a little conversation." Yes, this is being drawn a little messy, but that's okay. And Zero has no idea who he is, because, you know, the whole not dressed like himself, or how they met. Let me make, number one, let me reduce the opacity. I don't know why I'm drawing like this. Give me a second. Okay. Let's do a side profile. Because I do have an idea of what his side profile looks like, but not really. Anyway. So they have a talk. Kaj basically comes out and is like, "Hey, so like, I'm a dude. Yeah. And that's why I stopped, because I didn't want to like trick you or make you feel weird, or, you know, I forgot how I looked." You know, it ends up being a really nice and like normal conversation. Like, they're chill, everyone's fine, everyone's happy. Except Zero's friend, Leon, ends up eavesdropping into the conversation, which neither of them realized. And he hears a bit of it, but the thing is, because of how they were talking, they spoke in a way that removed external context. Basically, if you were listening in, it's like, "Oh, I'm sorry I did this last night. I'm sorry I did that to you." Let's, you know, like not being particularly specific. So anyone who's listening in had to like fill in the blanks. Well, mind you, that same night, there was a couple that was doing the deed in a room, and no one knows who it was. You know, it wouldn't be a big deal, except because Leon heard the conversation without knowing the context. He thought that it was them, and they were talking about it the next day. So yeah. The rumors spread, and they kind of get twisted, and they get all weird, and basically it results in the idea that Kaj is, number one, a creep who's preying on the star athlete, or one of the star athletes, by dressing like a girl and tricking him into relations, which obviously did not happen. but the rest of the school doesn't know that. Also, I like how I made his nose like this. His nose is shaped like this. It's like downturn. I like giving my characters big noses, okay? I have a big nose in real life. I think big noses are hot. So, yeah. Anyway. And so, it doesn't help that basically Kaj was already kind of like, I wouldn't say disliked, but, you know, like, considered weird in the school for being so open about who they are. Because they're open about being gay. They're open about being, you know, like, liking, like, semi-effeminate ways of dressing. They aren't a femboy per se, but they just, you know, they're just like this. Or it's like feminine, but not like skirts or dresses, really. They lean towards just this masculine styles with a feminine silhouette. Oh, that's so good. Sorry, I have to take a moment to appreciate it. I went without it for like a bit too long a bit ago, and I need my drug. I need my drug. Everyone has vapes. Everyone has alcohol. I want my coffee. Don't judge me. Anyway. But yeah, so people already kind of like judge Kaj for what they are, I guess, basically to put it. And so when people hear, oh, this person that we already think is kind of weird did something weird, people just run with it. People went crazy. And it caused this weird dynamic where it kind of put Zero in a position where he didn't know how to deal with being seen as both a victim and like weak to a degree, especially just to Kaj, since, you know, Kaj is visibly smaller and generally weaker, because they're half budding hybrid. And I can go over the whole lore about like how the Omegaverse stuff works and how it came to be, but that'd be a lot. That'd be a lot. Like I literally have like, it's like a 4-page document on like how the world works, because I need that stuff. I need to know what's happening in my own world. So yeah. So he's seen, and Zero is a main wolf hybrid. Pretending in high school, he pretended to be like a normal wolf, like a basic wolf, because they're like considered cool. If that makes sense, like the white people of the Omegaverse world, or of the hybrids. So he tries to be that. Anyway. So this kind of came to be, or how he ends up dealing with all this like pity and like the rumors is, number one, he doesn't address them at all. And basically just talks about it like, I don't care. Just stop talking about it around me. Just stop. I don't want to think about it. But then because he does that, it kind of plays into the rumors of Kaj being a weirdo and being like a creep and all that stuff. So people continue to bully Kaj and treat him bad. And then Zero gets kind of involved, basically. Like, though he wasn't the main bully, he was the one who didn't help stop it, despite also being involved and knowing the context. So it created a lot of like tension between the two. So I'm trying to figure out how the eye would look on this angle. And it kind of blew up at some point where Kaj tried to finally like be like, hey, we need to talk about this. Like, you need to say something. My life is awful. I'm getting called to like the office. I'm getting like people basically making stuff up at this point, like just treating me horribly. I can't. I need you to speak about this. But Zero's too scared. He doesn't want to. And obviously that's his prerogative, but to a degree it's like, that's what, again, I like angst. It's really complicated. And he doesn't like feeling weak and lesser, so it's like, even if he comes out about it, it's like now he has to come out as like also being kind of gay, because he kind of did like Kaj in that moment, even after going out about it. Sorry, now I'm just like adjusting for funsies. Also, the one thing about drawing them is like, I like drawing feminine like bottom characters. Don't judge me, I like it, but I try my best to make sure that, for at least for Kaj, that he's still like generally masculine, like still looks like a man, despite like all the feminine little features. So during that, I guess, like conversation It was after school and like after Ciro's practice, because he does play football. Or did play football. And basically he got so worked up that he ended up hurting Kaj and injuring his ear. Like, actually I have an image for a second. Basically, this is how I imagine the scene. And also, you're seeing his bunny form. Oh my god. But basically, what happened is that he grabbed him by the ear at some point and was holding it against the brick wall of the school, which resulted in this. And also, I'm trying to make his facial features more like youthful in this one because you know it is them in high school. Sweet like a little angst, sweet like a little moment. Anyway, and that resulted in more trauma. So after a bit, after this incident, he kind of just left school. He stopped going to school. He ended up getting homeschooling, and luckily his life ended up getting better after this. Mostly better. Basically, he ended up doing some homeschooling, and he was able to get like a job, kind of, through the school he wanted to go to. Like through a secondary program where he tutors for like younger people where this using the library of the school that he wanted to go to. And basically working for the school. So I'm still trying to figure out how his nose actually looks from the side. Because in some, I have it so that it's like basically flat. I say flat, but like no real ridges. But then in others, it's like, meh. Let's see. There's this one. Hopefully YouTube doesn't hate me. YouTube, they're both men. They're men. YouTube. I should probably put this on a different layer now that I think about it. Okay. I don't know. I try to make Charles look just masculine without making them look too weird. Oh, the other thing is that he's really thin, but the only reason why is because of the stress from like, how should I put it? From the stress of school, from the stress of like all the rumors and like being away from home and but weirdly enough being safer away from home. So it's like he just has not been eating. Plus, I really like eating disorder. I guess like mentions, because girl, I suffer and currently suffer still to a degree with my own ED, and it's so common that it's like I want to put that. I want to put a little bit of that in my story. Ooh, there I go again. For some reason, it just keeps connecting and disconnecting. Damn. Also, I hope the background music is. There we go. Oh no, I'm looking up and I'm like, oof. I'm definitely gonna do some stuff after stream. Oh, and speaking of after stream, this was the finished drawing of from the end of last stream. Basically, midway, the internet cut off for no reason, and so well, at least you can still see it. And so it's just, yeah. I'm a Bloody Mary fan, okay? I also like Project Hail Mary and just like Iron Lung. I really want to learn more lore about Iron Lung, but a lot of times it's kind of like overtaken by Bloody Mary shippers. Which again, I don't dislike, but I don't prefer. Anyway. Also, the reason why I'm drawing Kaj first is because I'm a dirty whore. I'm a dirty little whore. I have to like be careful and like make sure I know how to draw him specifically, because he's technically the main character, or at least the mainer character. But I've been drawing a lot of Ciro and putting a lot more effort into Ciro, and for obvious reasons. And I can't be doing that. I can't be doing that. Sorry. Anyway. Let's see. I don't know. I think I'm making this too flat. Let me look for a mix. Let me try to look for another reference to like make it less boring. Let's see. No. Also, girl, I can't believe it, but I basically completely forgot to actually get what I wanted for my birthday, but like, I'm happy with what I got. No, what are you doing? I'm not pressing anything. Why are you acting like I'm pressing stuff? Also, you can tell when I had an arc of like trying to figure out how to do muscles and underarms, because I have no idea. Like, I still struggle with the torso, but the muscles like like on the ribs are literally killing me. I can't do them. I can kind of do them better now because I did a whole study, but like still, it sucked. I think would be better as like a what's it called? Because I do want to do a side view, but I don't want to make it just him standing there being sad boy, you know? Let's see. All these are nice, but I don't know. I feel like I could do better. Wait, actually, wait, let me download this one. Yeah, let's try something like this, like he's actually moving and not just a headshot. It's funny because there's a reference thing in Abyss Paint, but I don't use it. I don't know why. I think it's just because, like, I don't know, it feels not wrong, but like, I just don't want to, okay? God, stop judging me. Girl, I have issues with drawing bodies, so I feel ya. Yeah, it's like, I don't know. I just can't. Sometimes it's just like the world says no. My body says no. My bones say no. I have to remember, he's really thin. Like, he's still, like, masculine shaped, but, like... Well, she's kind of, like... Her body's going like this. Can't see my cursor. Let's put this in here. She's kind of going like this. Like, her torso be going here. Here. And then here, I think. And, like, this is a really bad rough, but, like, and her shoulders up here. Oh, I just drew on top of it. God damn it. I was doing a different layer. Alright. Okay, now let's try it again. Oop, is my internet good? Damn, I'm like really lagging. I don't know what it... I know what it is. It's because I'm in the back rooms of my in-laws' house, and this gets no Wi-Fi except for like a booster that I'm connected to currently. And the boost was doing great yesterday for some reason, but... Oh. Oh, hello? Ah! Ah! Sorry. I'm having a moment, okay? I'm just so scared. Let me make sure that actually real quick that my stuff is plugged in. That's why I'm sticking with faces. Yeah, I like doing faces. That's why if you look at my stuff, a lot of it is like close-up of heads. Oh, sorry, I'm like... Hopefully that helped. I just pushed it in a little bit more. Because I'm just like, why are you doing this? Like, why do you keep disconnecting? It was doing fine yesterday. It was literally wouldn't stop connecting. Like, it would stay connected. And to a degree, it kind of caused a problem. Because of how, like, how should I put it? Because basically, it was, I didn't realize it was still there. And it was like, when I was kind of like scrolling, it immediately connected back to the PC. It was a little annoying, but it's okay. It's okay, Gora. Now, I'm gonna do a quick, I guess, like, another trace over of, like, where the body would be. The hips would be over here, so this thigh would be over here, a little bit of butt. Her torso would be longer. Because if her stomach's here, then that means it's, like... Oh my god, don't tell me I forgot to loop. Let's do that too. Sorry. I'm also doing a playlist, my background music playlist. Just gotta keep sure it's jumbled. Make sure it's jumbly. Jambalaya, gumbo. Hold on, can I make my chat bigger? Okay, yeah, there we go. Sorry. So they have a secondary monitor thingy. And it's slightly delayed visibly, but like, it's better than nothing, you know? Damn, her leg's long. I say that. The thigh is always a little long. Girl, I'm going to commit many, many heinous crimes if you don't fucking stay connected. Hold on, let me try something. Give me a second. Okay, my IP is not visible. Just checking. What's that? Oh, no, oh, maybe I fucked it up. Oh no. I thought, oh no. Oh god. Oh no. Wait, what? Okay, it doesn't work like that, but it works like this. Okay. And I'm trying to have hybrid lip syncing because I don't like that. There we go. Okay. That's a lot better. I say as I immediately start lagging. Girl, I don't know what the issue is. My pussy's just too good. They're trying to neuter me. They're trying to neuter me. There we go. Sorry, I'm cursing too much. I shouldn't also be going crazy because what's it called? My in-laws can still like come in and like all that stuff. So imagine like they come to the door and they're like they hear me talking like this. It's like, girl, oh god. Let's do this. Let me just erase this actually. There we go. Okay. Let's try. Well, his hair is usually up, so I'm gonna keep it up. I made sure to give him like a little bit of like, I don't know. I like his hair being halfway up rather than in his face. Like at least completely in his face. But I like to give like OCs that are more like problems that I have. Which is like layers. Yeah, I got layers in my face. I have to wear a bonnet. Hi, Bunny. Hi, Bunny. Hi, Bunny. Welcome. That's a little ramble about these guys. What did I miss? Just me talking about them and just like, I guess like their story. I'll do a quick summary. It's exactly. See? I'm sure you caught that. You caught that, right? Yeah, I'm sure you did. You're fine. You got all the context you need right there. Oh, I'm sorry. But basically, it's a reformed bully, ex-bully victim. And and I say bully lightly, because like I said, the way I explain this story, it's more like what's it called? It's, how should I put it? It's more like, I don't know how to describe it. Basically, the best way to put it, rumors spread about Kaj, which is this one, being a pervert and a weirdo and all that stuff, because there was a misunderstanding that happened at a party. And then, basically, this one, Zero, didn't stop the rumors, because he was also involved in the rumors, as in, like, people thought that they did the deed together. Also, his clip is a bunny. I didn't mention that. And he put that in the reference sheet, but, like, his clip is a bunny. A double-sided bunny clip. It's complicated. Yeah, it's very complicated. And also this is Omegaverse. Yes, on top of that. So, yeah. He's a bunny hybrid. I should actually probably put their, like, animal forms in here, too. Just so that there's, like, people know, like, what's going on here. Because me just saying, oh, yeah, they're also part animal people isn't very helpful. Here they are. Oh my god, I need to, like, expand this entire thing, because, damn. I'll keep this right. I also do that too sometimes, where basically I make the canvas bigger than it has to be to resize it. The situation is crazy to be in. Yeah, it's just, I like angst, okay? That's why I like Bloody Mary, because I like a little bit of trauma, a little bit of like anger, a little bit of like, oh, I hate you, but I want you, kind of, you know? I don't know what it is. There's something wrong with me, or there's something right with me. Anyway, the thing that makes it even more complicated is that this doesn't take place in high school. This takes place in college 2 years later. 4 years. 3 years later? 4 or 3. Oh, man, let me look at the doc. I'm gonna turn this off because I don't. Do I care if you guys see the doc? Nah, hold on. Yeah, I'm gonna pull up the doc. But like not for you guys to see. Just to make sure that I'm getting my information right. You know what? That doesn't matter, actually. A few years later, college ends up graduating early, but takes like a bit of a break from college, or from going to college, because of them basically moving away to get away from the rumors. And it just so happens that the college that college wants to go to, because it's like far away enough that's like away from home and like from people who are probably gonna be like, you know, who know about this, but like close enough that he can maybe visit his mom and his dad and just like, you know, all that, while also still like getting his own education. He's already going through a program with them, so it's like, might as well. Oh, he's also getting housing by the college that he's working for / attending soon. Well, anyway, it turns out that college, Zero has a cousin that works there. And that's why he goes to that college, because it has a good sports program. And like, yeah. And they end up being roomies. Ah! They end up being roommates. They were roommates. And yeah. And the reason why is because basically, his cousin, since they both had like applications from the same school, he's like, oh my god, they can maybe connect to that, without noting the context of like what happened. So yeah, that's a coincidence. Yeah, it is. It's a big coincidence. That's how most BLs go. It's just one giant continuous happenstance, and then love, and then love making. No, sorry. Hold on, my phone's dying. I gotta, yeah. There we are. Oh no. Oh, okay, I'm lagging? What are you doing? Why is my phone doing that? What the fuck? Oh. There we go, okay. Sorry, something happened with my phone. The fuck was crazy. Yeah, and you have to remember, this is also Omegaverse on top of that, so, yeah, there's a lot of, like, that going on. What else is, like, makes this complicated? Like I said, they're part animals, so it plays into that, too, where there's a hierarchy in terms of, like, how should I put it? It plays into who gets believed most. These are no joke, though, when it comes to drawing. No, for real. Faces are hard, but they're better than drawing the whole body. I'm contemplating putting Zero in a new, or Kaj in a new outfit, because I like drawing the characters not in the same outfits. Let me actually get one of the renders I did of them. Oh, and also I didn't even mention, where is it? This is the cover for the story. I'm so proud of it. I'm struggling for real. Okay. The best way you can practice faces is literally, how should I put it? Tracing them. That's the best way to do it, is either tracing over a real human face, not as for the final product, but just for studying, or basically blocking out the structure of the face, like where everything goes, like remembering what bumps go where, what usually indents and doesn't indent, and like where cheekbones are, and like, you know, the face in 3D form. So like, yeah. Wow, so they are furries. Go in timeout. You're in jail now. Go in timeout. I say that, but yes, actually, unironically, yes. Actually, yeah. I'm not afraid to admit it. I'm basically a furry too, so I can't even be like, how dare you call them furry? Yeah, they are. Wait, where'd the drawing go? I'm just gonna put this here so I can reference it really quick. But this is the this is when they were in high school and Kaj ended up getting injured from Zero. It was an accident, but it's still like, you know, it doesn't reduce the trauma, so yeah. Oh, wrong one. Or just freestyle, it will come out somehow. No, actually, genuinely, yes. You can always like just freestyle it and then go for a guide later, because I've seen a lot of artists do exactly that, including myself. Like literally, like last stream with it, I literally just like drew a face, like where the eyes may be, and then like just used the deform tool and sharpened it later. Like drawing doesn't have to be complicated, or I guess the best way to put it, doesn't have to be a pain. Like, though I'm going for something more structured here, it's like I don't plan for it to be very structured. Basically, I did this in like an hour because I just used a bunch of smudge tools and all stuff. I love the cover. Thank you. I'm glad. I don't know. I like the idea of like blue and orange together. God, I love this coffee. Is there any like, let's see. And then there's a cute one I did of them where it's like when they're finally not wanting to death each other. This one. Also, don't mind this, but like I like drawing body hair, okay? I don't know why. It just makes men hotter, okay? And it makes things feel more realistic. So like, I just like it. Anyway, but here's like a cute little moment of them. I wouldn't say a steady date, but basically what happened is like, yeah, I think it makes it too, I think it's too complicated because I immediately do guidelines. Yeah. Yes, because again, I have a new process. I have a new process for doing this stuff now. If you notice, there's like technically no coloring. And that's basically what I did here too. This took way longer, but like, again, it's the same process of like basically not coloring it, or like really blocking it out. I just, wait, actually 1 second. Let me see if I can get the, this in here. Like I started with a messy like sketch for this version. I didn't like the way he looked, so I was like, okay, let's do something else. And yes, I did slightly trace things. In my opinion, it's okay to trace as long as you don't take the trace and then continue from there without making any changes. Because girl, sometimes a model, I don't want to have to make a whole new model. So I'm lazy. So I just basically used this and then just like kept reusing it for bases. But just like, you know, still sketching. That's when I was like contemplating doing something else. And I just go straight in, like slowly clean it up. And I can actually see it because I have a better like program for you to see, or to record this. It's amazing. But yeah. But as you can see, I like basically just go with like a lower opacity and just keep like erasing and drawing and smudging and blurring until it like looks generally right. Also, I like giving them different outfits. So he's wearing a tank top in this one. I have been here the whole hour and I'm jealous how they can draw. They can draw it in front of people. Girl, Don't be jealous. Girl, I mean, the thing is, I draw on stream, but I don't actually draw in front of, like, people. Like, if my in-laws come, like, I literally had to hide this while I was drawing it. I just couldn't. I don't know why. I can't deal with IRL people. They make me nervous. Oh yeah, and like that, with like the hand, I took like a random picture from somewhere and just like drew over it, photo bashed it. Because if it's a hand or something that's like not too complicated, or like something that's like that can't really be changed per se, it's like, it's okay, it's fine. The only thing that's bad is if it's like a very unique item that someone designed and did themselves and then you steal it, it's like, oh no, that's a no, that's a big no. But yeah, no, I don't draw in front of people. It's too scary. It's too scary. It makes me nervous. Especially because my in-laws are like really judgy. Like really judgy. So like, pardon me. Well, not bad judgy, just, you know, parent judgy. And it's like, I can't let them know that I like this. I can't let you know that I like this shit. But yeah, as you can see, like I just slowly kept going over it. Moving things around. This is Titan, actually. I asked him to help me with this because I thought the angle looked weird. And so he just basically was messing around with it. Mind you, he doesn't know how to use Abyss Paint, so it looks really weird. And then basically afterwards, I went over it again with his guidance, but then made it so it's my own style still. So it doesn't look too wonky. Because low-key, he made him look like Mario after a bit. So I had to like mess with that. Yeah. I had to add the brow ridge and all that stuff. Drawing is so good. Thank you. I try my best. I try my bestesses. I literally just used a what do you call it? A default brush for the chains because girl, I'm lazy. I'm lazy. Then I made his shirt design because I like doing that. So that's what that was. And he's still there. I just put him on a different layer. I'm nervous to draw in front of my family. Oh, yeah, it's just weird. I don't know, it just feels wrong for no reason. It looks like a cutscene from a visual novel. Thank you. That's what I kind of aim for. I like that style. It's fun to like do like, you know, like just a render. And also because, you know, I grew up on visual novels and visual novel art. Like my biggest, I guess like reference / like the thing that pushed me to do more like detailed art was surprisingly not Danganronpa, but the visual novel Deathmark, because it's so good. The art is just so good. It's so realistic but anime, and I'm like, I want that. So I kind of studied the art for a little bit. Actually, same, because of the type of things I draw. What type of things do you draw? What you got in that little program of yours? What you got in there? No, I'm sorry. You don't have to tell me. I'm joking. Okay, for this one, I was gonna give him like a basic anime dude outfit, but then I was like, I don't think he'd wear that. And my friend Nex, who's been here a few times, was like, sweater. Give him a sweater again. And I was like, okay, yeah, sweater. So because this takes place in fall still, like fall going into winter. So yeah. Oh, I lost track. Sorry, the song's good. But as you can also see, I basically just used the default shading for... Damn, this music's loud. Is it loud for y'all too? Wait, what if I go into the actual thing? Anyway, but I use the shading for my stuff. Oh. For some reason it's not visible on my thing. Give me a second. There we go. I love gay. Good. Same girl. Same. Also, again, remember, girl is a gender neutral term here. Replace tips. That's no problem. And again, sometimes it's also good to get a second opinion from someone, because that's what I do. Even though, like, you know, this is what you see how I draw faces. I always still ask Titan or someone else for a better, like, a secondary opinion for that. Ooh. I love the beat. Thank God. Whew. Yeah. And there I go, because I didn't think I was going to draw. I thought his other lower half, like his underarm against the table, was going to be, like, not visible. But then after I messed with the angles and all stuff, I was like, oh, okay, yeah, right, it's very visible. Baldkaj, we love. So yaoi, yeah, we love yaoi here. It's yaoi land. It's Segex. Okay, I'm sorry. But I do, for when I want to like fill in something, I like to make it a bright, obnoxious color and just change it later. And obviously change it around as well. Now the background I actually got from Titan's college. Like as in like I looked up his college and basically what I had canon their school's library being, this is what the library looks like in the story. Then I just take an object that I found online, and it's a normal canister. I took a 3D model, made fake notes, and then just like impose them onto the notebook. And then and real quick, let me pause this. And real quick, ooh, brightness. When it comes to like making it look like it's a part of the environment, I just use a lot of gradients and overlay, like black and white. You know, if they're and then like moving around the layers and such. And then also like adding an outline by duplicating the same object again, blurring it just a little bit, turning it black, and then because of that, it gives it like a slight like outline, making it look like I drew over it. So that's kind of how I skipped a lot of the like extra like detailing and all stuff. So a lot of these are just like models and all stuff I found online. I make sure there are models of like objects that already exist, so that I'm not stealing someone's like, again, design for something. Like if you steal someone's like magical pencil, it's like that's rude. So I just looked for like default like actual objects like pencils and such. And this is what I did. I just threw on a bunch of filters and popped on his his little shirt design. And there we go. That's how it came to be. So yeah. Your first like, yeah, no, for real. Actually, it's not my first yaoi though, because you know technically we have them. Oh, process is cool. Thank you. We're gonna see a new process. Let me keep on. And also, this is more Bloody Mary. My Bloody Mary art. Don't judge me. I like them. I did a different version. Hold on. It's the fixed version. Like I said, I do the same process to make it faster. Again, like, also I use the lasso tool a lot. I say lasso tool, but basically, like, there we go. It's a slightly different version. Anyway, and I don't fully render things. I just layer them to give them that, like, you know, looks like it's really detailed and stuff, without like having to go crazy. This one is detailed though, a little more detailed compared to most of my other art. And surprisingly, this one is the one that got the least amount of likes. I think the one that got the most likes is this one. But you can see why. It's very moody. It's very angsty. For some reason, oh my goodness. Oh my god. Let me try to mess with this, because I hate how YouTube does this, where basically the chat is like, sometimes things just don't come in. I'll just see. Sorry. I think isn't like in BL it's like ajuseo, where it's like referring to someone who's like older in some way, and so people just call them ajusi. Like we just call the do people just call the top basically ajusi? Because I remember the first time I went to BL Spaces, I was shocked. I was like, ah, juicy? Who's ah juicy? Why are people calling him ah juicy? That's Harrison drawing. Oh, that Harrison drawing. Oh yeah, Arjumal chunky. I like drawing my man's chunky. It's funny because I may draw him a little thicker after a bit, because girl, I don't want to draw abs. Like my tracking's gone. Oh fuck. There we go. Cause girl, Drawing abs is a pain. Like, not gonna lie, I may start making all my male OCs either super thin to where they kind of have abs, but not really, or like kind of thick. Cause I'm tired. But I'm tired. I'm tired of this, Grandpa. Of like having to like do muscles. Cause sometimes you don't have to, but like, especially because like in the story I have it so that his dad works for a boating company, so he's not gonna go into his job, like his career is not gonna be doing stuff. They're hard, exactly. We need to like do more fat men. Also, low key, why I just wish I just like fatter body types too. Like that's just, I don't know why I don't draw them, but I like thicker men. But for some reason I just don't draw them. Also, I'm trying to do the same process I do for everything else, which is like just kind of going by the seat of my pants. By the seat of my pussy. Anyway, it's funny because I actually don't have their story while they're in college very like detailed, because like I said, the original story was meant to take place starting in high school as a flashback and then jump to college, rather than starting in college and then having flashbacks to high school. So a lot of their story in college is not very thought out, except for like a few details. Basically, one of the, I guess, like main arcs is that Taj, basically they make a deal after they become roommates, because Ciro's like, I'm not the same guy. I'm better. I'm so sorry about what happened. Oh, damn. I'm sorry about what happened and all stuff. And, you know, just trying to be nice, just trying to be normal again. And basically, they decide, okay, well then I'll forgive you when I feel like it, basically. I'll forgive you when I think I can, you know? And that's kind of why it's called Trinket Boy, because basically Kaj, throughout the entire story, kind of like, I would say leads him on, but kind of does. Basically dangling forgiveness, which again, is not a good thing, but like, again, it's like the whole like payback for bullying kind of vibe. Also, his head's like too far forward, I think. Or is it right? Maybe his head's too long, actually. Let me just, because a lot of the corrections I do are after stream and all stuff. Because like, girls, sometimes things just look better and some things look worse. And I did it again. I have too many layers. Oh god. There we go. Ooh, no, girl, wrong layer. Oh yeah. Where, because he's stringing him along with like the idea of forgiveness, it becomes not, I'm trying to make sure, I'm making sure it doesn't become weird, if that makes sense. Because girl, consent is sexy. Consent is very sexy. And so I don't want any, like, I don't want to start out like with weird stuff. Oh, what was that? Did y'all see that? What happened? Was that me? Was that only me? What's happening? Hello? I'm sorry, I like turned into a pixelated monster for a split second. I'm scared because, like, not gonna lie, I kind of, like, I'm having a moment. What the fuck? Oh, what are you doing? Are you like this? Are you like this, Phone Coon? This isn't like you. But I'm exiting out of a bunch of stuff real quick. Hopefully this will help. Okay, we'll see. Give me a second. Give it a second. Give it a second. Was I always down this low? Let me make sure. Juicy AO. Why am I like this? Why am I lagging so bad? What if I... Ooh. You're not that much. Let's do this. Eh? Eh? Reset pose on tracking loss. What if I turn that off too? So I'm just like messing around with stuff. Hopefully this is better. I really hope and pray that my internet doesn't explode after this. Sorry. But anyway, now I can actually keep talking. Basically, consent is sexy. I like consent. Consent is a good thing. And so I plan at some point, because like I said, they do get together. It is a romance. That basically, it plays into the whole like, well, could you do this for me? And it's like consensual, you know? Because I like consent. Sometimes it's weird that I have to like kind of be clear with that, because like some people be fucking weird. Some people really be like just making characters raw dog it while also them saying no. Like, why? What layer is this on? God damn it! I literally put this all in a different layer so this wouldn't happen. God. The pain. Okay, there we go. Yeah, it's all looking nice. I'm glad. I'm glad it's looking nice. Because if it didn't, I'd have to kill you. Yes, you specifically, Johnny. I don't know why. But yes, specifically you. So Johnny, look at your existence made my lag go away. Oh my god. It's like, it's a miracle. It's a Christmas miracle, even though it's not Christmas. It's August. Yeah. Anyway, let me actually turn... Okay, my push notifications are on. I don't have anything crazy, but like sometimes I get nervous that like issues will come through and it's like, oh, that's embarrassing. I didn't want you guys to see that. I mean, not that I'm new to embarrassing myself, but yeah, we got Matt back. Exactly. And I can be loud. Okay, maybe not entirely loud. I have to be careful. Very careful. I'm doing that thing. I didn't want to do. Let me actually just pick an outfit for Akash. I don't know if I want to be the same outfit, but like, let me see if there's any references I have. I have a whole like, where is it? Gosh, there we go. It's funny because a lot of the outfits are like really feminine at points, but it's because I'm like, they're like like again, they like feminine shaping without it being feminine. I think this would be good. Like let me try and give them like a short sleeve with a long sleeve. Okay. But then make it like an open. Yeah, like an open thing. Hopefully I'm on the right layer. Okay, I am. And sometimes, not gonna lie, sometimes I just straight up do this and then remove the, like, don't even care about the pose and just hope the clothes do most of the work. You know? Because, girl, I am the lazy me. I say lazy, but like, basically that's just how my process goes now. I'll figure it out as I go. There's no specific step or like way of doing anything now. It just is. Hold on. Let me see if I can add like a side satchel, because they're going to be in college, and I know college students still use bags, but like side satchels are cool. Then like a general blob for where the hand will be. Anyways, this. And then I'm going to like push some stuff around. Again, just like change the dynamic or the dynamics of it. Maybe I should change the head position entirely, because I think their head being like exactly where their body is always makes them look stiff. So let me push this up. See how this looks. What if down? I don't know. Maybe it's the fact it's so strictly side view that I'm just like, I don't like it anymore. Yeah, give me a second. What if I like remove this part? Let me duplicate it so I don't like mess it up too much. Let's see. What's happening? Hello? Wait, is this straight up just? There are 18 like me. Oh. Okay. Was that? Hello? What just happened? Y'all didn't see this, but like everything just kind of exploded for some reason. Give me a second. What? Wait, was that? Okay, so basically my secondary monitor is the Roku TV. And right now it just kind of exploded. It like turned off. And that's why I've been streaming, because from my perspective, it's like the screen literally pixelates entirely. And then like I look like a monster. Also, don't mind his side view. I know it's freaky looking. Don't. I just got interrupted while I was working my magic. Okay. Sorry, girly, but I gotta go. My partner is waiting for attention. I will see you another time. Okay, have fun. Make sure to do fun stuff together. Yes. Yeah. Sorry, low key. Now, girl, now you got me missing Titan. I want to go outside, just be like, yeah, everybody. You know? Sorry. You have a good time. See you later. See you later. Anyway, but now let me reconnect to this. No idea why that happened. Why are you doing this? There we go. What? Why does it look like this? What the hell? Wait, what? It's a wait, it's actually kind of cool, but still, what? Wait, y'all, give me a second. Okay, it's not capturing it. For some reason, everything just kind of like imploded for no reason. Wait, what's the difference? Okay, there's the frame itself, but then there's... What? Wait, what? What's the difference? Okay. I don't know what happened, but for some reason everything just... Oh, okay, that I see. Is that how it's always supposed to look? Okay, interesting. Sorry, I'm like... You can't have a match stream without everything exploding. Let's fix that. Okay. That's better. Is that why my stuff has been weird? Because right now everything's moving really smoothly ever since I removed the second monitor. What the fuck? I'm gonna turn this off for now. I guess I just struggle with the one monitor we love. Cause now I can't really read chat. I mean, I can read chat. It's just like, it's gonna be a little more difficult to like do a bunch of stuff at once. Anyway. Now back to the thing. What I was gonna do is basically like turn his head profile. And just like, hold on. Like basically add his other half of this face here. And then push this out, because since this is now facing this way. And then grab this and throw it over here. Then expand it because he has big ass brows. That's the one thing I like about him too, is I gave him really big bushy brows. There we are. You're so weird. Yeah, so smooth and beautiful. Now, I have to like kind of reduce his nose a bit, because even if there is still overlap, it would be a little less so. Push this in. Push this out. And then maybe push this in, but then I have to add this back and continue with. No, because if the wind's blowing hard enough, his hair would, this little tendril would still be like poking this way. And then his neck muscles will be over here now. So just like push and pull everything. Just completely rearrange his facial structure. Give him a little bit of plastic surgery. There we are. It's a lot better. Okay. Whew. And I can add a second brow. Second piercing. I'm trying to remember what his eye shape was. I remember not giving him like an inward part, so it's just like straight down. And this way. He has a little bit of like a piece here and then upwards. Not a big one, but just enough. Kind of like this. And his eyelids aren't very like, are very prominent. Like they're like just normal folds, basic folds, not normal. Let me do this and make him his eyes like half closed. He's a sleepy boy. One of his favorite things to do is nap, so it makes sense that he looks half asleep. And here we are. This. Anyway, also, I forgot to mention, streams will probably be really weird after a bit, because my new job, I'm going to be working from 11 p.m. to 4 a.m. So my streams will not be this early anymore. They'll be later, but they'll have to be in like a weird position where it's like not too late, but not too early, because my in-laws still go to bed super early, and my setup is literally across the hall for them, and I want to keep them up because they wake up early every day. So yeah, can't be streaming too late or too early. We love getting a job. It's funny because I was thinking of locking in and doing all because like doing my commissions this whole time, but I've been waiting for Titan to help me, but he said I'll do it later, and then later never came, so I just have to do it by myself. Hold on. Now since his nose is all the way over here, reduce this. And he doesn't have a normal mouth. He has a like a crook, again like a bunny mouth in it. So give me a second. And also I made sure that his teeth at least also look a little like unique. Oh my god, he looks crazy. Let me just do this and push all this in. I don't know, he looks weird. He looks weird. Nice, he kind of looks a little weird. Oh no. Oh, freaky. Let's push this. Again, he has a round, like a very like, there we go. And then to erase his mouth. He doesn't have very he does not have very prominent lips. I'm trying to like. There we go. That's what I mean by like his lips are very difficult to do. Oh dang. Yeah, it's like, ooh. Yeah, I'm waking up early. Well, I say waking up. I'm working late? Early? I don't know. So like streams, so like I wouldn't say not be streaming for a bit, but like I would say like a long bit, like a day or two, maybe even like 3 days to like get my footing in to like, because obviously now that I have this, now I can actually stream without feeling any shame. But like, still. So like, expect a little bit of another break, but not as long as this one was. Educators are so relatable to me because I'll start school soon as well and more likely around their ages. Yeah. Because like I don't remember actually at what ages I put. They're all adults, mind you. So if in college, I think they're like 19 to 20. Yeah, around that time. So they're like, again, they're kind of going into school, not late, but like, you know, just like not the earliest. Like they're not immediately going into college. College just happened to work at, I say happened, but basically wanted to work at the college. So that's what he did. And then they happened to come with benefits of going to that college. The other thing is that colleges have very prominent lashes, like lower lashes and upper lashes. Sometimes I just don't like drawing the other eye. I'm lazy as fuck. What if I take the head and just push it back? I like that. And then let me fix this real quick. Usually this is the point I blur, actually. It's kind of hard to talk through my process because like I said, most of my process nowadays is just brain off, do stuff. Like that's the best way to put it. Like, hold on. Smudge. Okay, now I can see the problem. This neck's too thick. Cause he's still a thinner dude. I know that from what I remember, because I'm also kind of like mentally using Titan for reference, because he was really thin, like basically as thin as Kaj's at one point, and so I'm like, his neck was still very like masculine, you know. That's funny because I plan to work for my school. See, damn, girl, I'm actually snooping. I've actually been stalking you for years. No, genuinely. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. Genuinely. I guess are you also an Omega? Because that would just tie everything. Ay. Ooh, that'd be so funny. I'm sorry. It's also very sad because, not gonna lie, like I said, I unironically like Omegaverse stuff, but because of like podcasters and stuff, they made Omegaverse extra cringe. It always was cringe, but like now it's worse, you know? Let's turn this up a bit. It's not smudgy enough. I'm just gonna ignore the bag. I'll add it later, or this. I'll add it later. And also, it'll become like this because it's pressing against his body, so. This is what I mean by like, the process is like just me messing around and praying. I I don't know to who, but just praying. Whoever will listen, I guess. Okay. Maybe not that part of the hair yet. And because I'm lazy, I'm gonna steal someone's hand. What if I steal this one? Just snatch. Your hand's mine now. Sorry, you have no choice. Your hand's now mine. Mine. Also, this is the creature from... Hello? Ah! Sorry. Why'd you do that? Not you, but like... I was trying to show off the creature from, what's it called? From Iron Lung, but for some reason it wasn't showing the stream, and when I tried to move it, the monster took up the entire screen. It's scary. If I... Let me do a thing. Give me a second. Okay. That should be visible. I guess the other thing about the story is, again, it's like... So I'm trying to find where I can place his hand. There we go. Turn the joint. Maybe I can actually invert and then turn the whole hand. Oop, nope. Oh no. Remove. Instead, I'll actually just grab the hand. But basically, I just like their story being like, I wouldn't say cute, but like, I don't know. I like a good bully who's finally like seen the error of their ways, and it just develops into something more after that. Let's do that. Let's cover the eye. Let's pretend the eye is not there. Then grayscale. Where's the mono? There we go. I got mono, y'all. I'm sorry. I just got mono. My apologies. I'm so glad my in-laws let me stream in this room and not in the living room. Oh my god. I need to go back. I go back to the ward. I need to go back. Hold on. Let's see. I'm trying to think. I'm trying to use my own stuff as like a reference where it's like, the hand will probably be out here, and then here. Shoulder will be over here. So. Hold on. I'm doing a thing. The one thing that does suck is that because I keep making new OCs and like I don't really post a lot of lore about any of them, it's like no one knows who they are. And I know we shouldn't care about like algorithms and all that stuff and like getting likes, but girl, it's hard not to feel a little like at least a certain way whenever it's like, oh, I put so much effort into this thing and ain't nobody give a darn. Cause girl, tell me why I got how many likes on my, I'm not gonna go on Twitter because I've been more liberal about my likes on Twitter. Let's just say things are not for YouTube anymore on my timeline. So I'm gonna just tell you verbally what my likes. So basically, tell me why. At most, my art gets like, you know, 2-3 likes. You know, my OCs are like just drawing, and like even though I'll post right after, tell me why it goes like this. It went from, oh yeah, here's a little sneak peek of like some Bloody Mary art, and it was like, you know, 144 likes. Then the actual art piece, which is 6,000 likes. And then my next art piece of my OCs, which I put, again, like a similar amount of effort into, got 1 like by a bot. It's hard not to feel at least a little sad. Okay, now I'm just browsing what's it called? Now I'm just browsing the online sphere. You guys, well, I probably shouldn't save that just in case. You guys will never see. You guys will never see what I'm looking at. This ain't for. It ain't for you. It ain't for YouTube. Oh, there's like a lot of stuff actually. Sorry, now I'm just really distracted. Give me a second. Let me be distracted. Don't hate me. I'm just enjoying men. Yeah. That's literally it. That's the best way to describe it. I'm just enjoying the men on here. Wait, what was I doing? Anyway, let me get off this. Okay. No. Sorry, I pressed the wrong button. The visible / delete button are so close, and the delete button are so close together. Oh my god. Anyway, kind of just do whatever. I'm trying to get into the zone, the auto zone, the twilight zone, actually. Bro, where am I? Just, you know, just doing whatever that looks right. That's the best way to do art. Is just whatever looks okay. Whatever doesn't look like it's literally breaking everything. And then same with the blacks. How I love the blacks. You like the blacks too, right? I'm sure you do. You're here, aren't you? Hold on. And then, like I said, just kind of doing whatever. Let's just get past even more. There we go. And then let me see if I can go back to this. Rank. Extend. Expand. I think this is looking pretty neato, even though nothing's going on. Are you looking at Yaoi? Shut up. No. Yeah, I was actually. Yeah, I was. Actually, it wasn't Yaoi, it was Bara, which is kind of worse. I was looking at... Okay, I have to be real with y'all. I was looking at bears. My timeline is all bears now. Like, as in the body type. I don't know. There's ever since that one Harrison drawing, I've just been And my friend, my mutual next, has not been a good influence on me. They also like the beefy chubby men. It's been an ordeal. Like I can't be saying nothing. Oh, and it's not okay. Let me just combine these. I don't care. It's okay. Well, actually, let me not combine them because the hand isn't like rendered out. So let me remove the hand specifically and pray that looks decent. So now I can do the rest without worrying about you know, this area. That's also why you notice a lot of my art doesn't have overlap. It's because I literally just try my best to make sure it doesn't like look too weird. Oh, that's the music. Sorry, I heard a ch-ch. And I was like, someone trying to open the door? No, it's just me. It's just the music. Mm-hmm. And I'm just enjoying myself. This, this goes here, and this goes here, and this goes here, and this goes here. Just literally just like, I don't know. Having a moment. Bara. Yes, Bara. Always Bara. Thing is, okay. And the thing is, I say Bara, but it's like, it's the best way to describe it, but it's not the Bara style. It's like, give me a second. Let me see if I can find one that's like, not, that's safe for work, but visibly shows what I mean. If that makes sense. Gosh, okay, give me a second. I have to find one that's you know, I just have to find one. I'm trying. I'm really genuinely trying. Is that a good example? I'll bookmark that for now. If I can't find like a less egregious why is there mpreg? Okay, now that's okay. I didn't need to see all that. I can't find one that's you know, that's normal. It's kicking me a bit. Ooh. What am I doing? Wait, where am I? I got distracted. Oh yeah, okay. I found one that is safe for work, but it gives the vibe, which is this. This general art, but imagine now a mix of buff men and like this, buffer men and chubby men and such. I'm not gonna exit out yet because I also saved another image that below it that is a good example, but is not safe for consumption from the world. Van twin brother drew that stuff. Oh, never knew that still last year. Oh damn. We all have things in the closet, including ourselves. Well, at least you now know. Cause girl, I'm hoping, because like, the thing is that like, since I draw art so not very often in general, really enough, like I draw a lot, but I don't draw like enough to post. That sometimes I'm like, should I just post this specific drawing? I remember that like I have family on my following the accounts that I want to post it on, and I'm like, I can't do it. I can't. Let's use this brush. Let's reduce. Okay. Because basically this whole thing is right here is just me vibing. Ugh, I don't know why. I have a hard time drawing Taj for some reason. Ooh. Let's see. Yes, exactly. Let's see, there's this. Because the wind's blowing, but like his chest is flat. So I'm trying to think of like where the folds would kind of be generally. And then back to this. I'm sure like me doing tones and stuff will help it a little bit better. Ooh, I just appeared over here. I just got a notification from another account I like. No, that's not how the fold will work. It's starting to look a little too like smooth in some areas, so I may have to go in with like that one brush I like to use, so that everything's like kind of okay. It's always the family. No, for real. Basically, it's like, I don't know. They just like what I do, and so they like, you know, I have to have an account. But then it's like, too late now. Because not gonna lie, I never thought I'd make even anything remotely like not safe for work adjacent. So I never thought about like, oh, I need to be careful about like who I let follow me, or like I let know my accounts, you know. But you know, and since it's now too late, it's like, well, I can't do anything about it. Except for maybe get a whole new account. Because girl, tell me why I made a post on Instagram being like, if I made a story, would y'all read it about them? And then my mother-in-law next to me blurted out, I'd read your story, Matt. And I was like, oh God. Oh no. Oh no. I don't want you to read it. In the nicest way possible. I don't want you to read it. Oh God. I'm having a moment where like I'm not feeling this drawing anymore. I was like kind of vibing with it. But for some reason I'm like having like a block. Usually the things I'm fine, but suddenly I'm having like a block. I think it's like all the like technical issues that I'm just like with. Excuse me. Excuse me. So I'm just trying my best, keep it pushing. If I don't like it after a bit, I may scrap it and try something else. But like right now, I'm just going by what feels wrong or right. Let's see. I mean, I'm grateful to have a supportive family who supports my passions, careers, but yeah, it can be limiting. Yeah. I definitely have to get like a new account if I'm going to be like posting them. It's like their actual story. But at the same time, I'm like, well, I don't want to start from scratch either, so it's a mixed bag here. On one hand, I'll have freedom, but then I'll lose all the people that are already following me because they like my art, which isn't actually a lot of people now think about it. Some people follow me because of the Danganronpa art, which I'm very grateful for. But sometimes I'm just like, I wish you'd like my stuff that isn't Danganronpa related too. Speaking of, I haven't made a whole lot of progress on Carnage in terms of like the fan project. Especially because like I'm not a writer, so I've been kind of like very like nervous to write the story. Well, we have a plot summary and stuff, but it's like it's different from actually writing the plot. And I just get, I don't know, like this initial feeling of like, oh my god, I'm not good enough to do this. I have to find someone else. But the person that I need is MIA. So yeah. And now let me get some white. Right now I'm focusing. Let's see. Hopefully y'all are drawing something too. Just vibing. We all drawing. You know, eating human flesh and all that. Sorry guys, I got a little possessed there. I start drawing more clothes because girl, I can tell the reason why I'm doing so rough with clothes right now is because I don't draw them enough. At least like loose clothes. But first, let me do this. Push this back. Do the same here. I don't know. Maybe it doesn't help that basically this is also not really his main style, I guess the way to put it. And it's just too bulky. I'll keep it moving. I'ma keep it pushing. There we go. Their forearm's like long as hell. Damn. Yawns, immediately remembers how anatomy works. And this would probably be flatter because the whole fact that it's like against his bicep with this. Some of these would like be kind of weird shape because they're blowing away. Sorry, this is me trying to figure things out. Let me get another hand from somewhere. I know I need to be careful, not like take too many hands, but it's like at the same time I'm like I'm lazy. We can hold a coffee. We can hold a coffee. He's getting up early. He's doing his work. What if do I have a reference for that? Should have a reference for that. Let's see. These are all like my references together. Let's see. Should be one somewhere. Got one holding a cigarette. I think I also had it that Kaj kind of smokes. Not really, but if someone has one and he's just kind of like there, he's like, might as well. Where? I am an alien. My rocket ship is human bones and skin. Okay. I swear I had one that had like what's it called? Like someone holding a coffee. I am lazy. I'm just gonna look it up. Oh wait. Ugh. Did anyone else just see that? There's one right there. Okay, let me see if going to this will like lead me somewhere. Nope. Nope. All these are normal stuff. Let's do holding coffee. Also, I got a suddenly really bad headache. Damn. What? What is this? What is this? Okay. Let's do this. I like this hand right here. Pardon me. And I'll just take an actual coffee. Y'all, why am I getting tired? It's only been 2 hours. My bones are literally just turning into mush. And then, sorry, I'm like also doing other things. Okay. Real quick, I'm gonna take a 5-minute break, move around a little, just like get the vibes, and then come back to this and see how I'm feeling. So I'm not liking this the most, but excuse me, I don't hate it. Yeah. I may be just doing too much. Like I feel like his outfit is really enough too much against his character. And I can tell like because I have a headache, but it's more like a like you know like when your mind is trying to do something that it doesn't want to do, and so you end up just basically being stuck regardless of your intentions. That's basically what my brain is doing at the moment. So maybe taking a quick break and like moving around a bit will help slightly. Maybe not entirely, but you know, it's just enough. I say as I begin scrolling through the collages and such. I gave him all long sleeves, but I don't think he would wear like a full long, like, wear something like this, but like, I feel like really enough, it's not styled right. Like, so there's something wrong. Anyway, I'm gonna be back. A little break. Get fun. I'll be back. Just like 5 seconds. Just like 5 minutes. 5 years. 5 minutes. Maybe. Hi, I'm sorry. I'm like still like really sleepy. So the stream may not last very long. Excuse me. Anyway, on a related note, not really related at all, but basically, I've been obviously reading Reddit stories. That's kind of what I do. It's my main jams, kind of how I fill in the time. And there's this one that came up about this girl who like, she's black. And the reason it's important is because she's just goes through the worst. First of all, her father like doesn't like her, like at all, compared to her twin sister, because she's too like boyish, is how he put it, or how she put it, but like kind of how he described it as well, is that because she was too manly, even though they're twins. And the thing is, as the story went on, because like it basically led up to like her sister ended up marrying her high school bully, or her school bully. And it turns out the big twist of it all, because she thought that, you know, it was just her, like her sister didn't know and just was like being naive. Well, it turns out the sister was actually orchestrating the bullying in the first place to a degree. And then the father also okayed them dating, which again was what caused the bullying in the first place. And then he knew about the bullying, but he just thought that the boyfriend was like just a good man, just too good of a boy. He could never, even though he knew that he was bullying her. And then the even bigger crazy thing is the reason why he allowed it is because he was cheating on his wife and her sister knew. Like, and the crazier part is, the reason this all happened is likely because, how should I put it? Because the main character, or the writer, her name's Lily. She would like kind of partially describe what was going on. Mind you, I just realized I just turned off. She was like slowly describing like herself and like her growing up, and like she described like she made like they basically call her things like Lumpy Lily and all that stuff. And like just making fun of her for the way she looks. But then as she described it, it's like, oh, they called me that because my chest and such grew in early, and it's like, oh, they said I was too manly and I should wear girlish stuff. And the only time my father ever complimented me was when it's in stuff that my sister was in. And it's like, and she grew up thinking she was ugly. And it's like, not only is it like the little hint she gave that made it realize that she, number one, wasn't ugly. She was probably like she is really pretty. Like to the point that like people just wanted her downfall for some reason. Her sister and all that stuff. Like it was sad, but it was also like, damn, sometimes people will try to bring you down for something that not only is an issue, but something they're jealous of. And I think her story is a good example of that, because every time she talked about how unattractive, or like how she felt, so like she quote unquote knew she wasn't very attractive, but then like everything else around it is like, oh, this is only something people will say because they find you attractive in the first place. Doesn't excuse it. But it's like, oh, so that's why, in a moment. Like, and later on, a separate thing is that a coworker cut her hair. Like basically her hair was really long, and like her natural hair, like basically it ends at her butt. It goes a little past her butt. And he cut it to where it was like above her hip. And so that's a lot of hair. Even though her hair's still long, it's a lot of hair to cut off. Just because she's black and her hair is curly. So, and the reason why he did it is because she looked like his wife, who's a very like beautiful model-esque woman. And also because he was racist. It turned out he was like super racist. Like, ain't no racist attacking a black woman based on her looks because she's unattractive. It's always because they find them attractive. I'm still not liking this. I don't know. I'm contemplating. I'm thinking. I'm tired. And I'm not liking this, so maybe off stream I'll draw something. You know, hey, the journey is it's not about the journey, it's not about this nation, it's about the journey. And even though I'm probably not finishing this, at least I got like a good chunk of it done. For all I know, I could end up finishing it later. I could be like, oh, wait, I could just do this, and then like it'll somehow just appear finished. You never know. Cause that has happened a few times, a few drawings where I was like, oh, I don't like where this is going, and then I just lock in, and suddenly it's something I really like. So I'm gonna end it here for today. I don't know. What's today? Today is Wednesday. I'll try to stream tomorrow, maybe a little later, just to like again just the vibes. Get the vibes where I'm probably gonna be streaming more often, around like 5, maybe, possibly, likely. I don't know. And then I don't know. Maybe do something a little less artsy. I want to do more Tekken, but I know not a lot of people really like Tekken. So wait, actually, I kind of do want to do Tekken just so I can like be loud and crazy while playing it. The last time I played Tekken is because I had to be quiet. So I was like, so yeah. So much again with the help with faces. It's no problem. And mind you, there are also a lot of guides on Pinterest. And Pinterest is like the main thing you can use for reference. It's the best thing. But yeah, I'm glad you enjoyed the stream, and I'm glad to be streaming again. I'll probably actually just be playing Tekken tomorrow, because I'm lazy. And I'm probably gonna take my screenshots of my avatar because, girl, I need to like be like, ooh, you know, like actually showing my expressions, because a lot of people prefer to see the character or the person they're gonna be seeing when it's streams happening. So yeah. Yes, Tekken, yes! Kaede will be back, she's alive, and she's fighting everyone for some reason. Just make a Tekken AU with Kaede. She's no longer the ultimate pianist. She's now the ultimate kicker in the face. Well, anyway, I'll see everyone next time. Tomorrow, probably around the same time. I don't know, like around like the mid-afternoon, probably around this time. Lily looks so well as Kaede. I know, I just had to change her hair color, literally, because I don't have money. So like, all the stuff I have is like default. I just have to change their colors. Because the thing about Tekken is that you have to buy seasons, and seasons come with outfits. So, because I ain't buying the new seasons, I ain't getting the new outfits. And I don't want the new outfits, so yeah. Anyway, see you tomorrow. Have fun with your days. Make sure to eat dinner, drink water, be bad bitches, and suck dick. Anyway. I feel blessed.